How to get the scythe? How to get the scythe, bro? How do you get the scythe? Question, how do you get the scythe? Well, if it's out, scythe. How do you get scythe? How do I get to the scythe? Where's the scythe? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get every single scythe in Project Slayers. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm almost at 10k subscribers. With that being said, let's get into this. So the first thing I want to do is I want to showcase the scythe to you. Now, you might have watched Uweb's video on it, but it won't take that long for me to showcase it for you. Just in case, well, if you haven't seen the moves to scythe. So the scythe has two moves, just like the claws. And the first move is Bloodlust, which is basically like a series of M1s, I guess. But yeah, you can combo extend from it. It's a pretty nice move to have. The next move is Asteroid. Now Asteroid is elite move, and you can also I just completely missed that. You can combo extend with this move as well. So once again, Bloodlust. Oh, he just canceled it out. Okay, then Asteroid. Bing. There you go. Oh, I'm lagging a little bit. Holy crap. But yes, you can combo extend with that move as well. So a little basic M1. You can go into that. All scythes have the same moves, so it doesn't matter what scythe you get. They'll both have Bloodlust and Asteroid as their moves. I'm going to give myself the regular scythe real quick. Okay, my scythe is invisible. I don't know why. My scythe is still invisible. I have an invisible scythe, and I'm pretty sure this is a bug, but I guarantee you it's not supposed to be invisible. Okay, I rejoined the game, and here we have the basic scythe. I'm pretty sure this is the scythe that Uweb used in his video to showcase scythe, but this is the regular scythe. Now this scythe is a mythical. We go to my inventory and we click on it. The item health is 1.5 and our weapon damage is 3. Mythical drops is, I'm pretty sure, a 0.5% chance or something like that. So yeah, the scythe is pretty rare. Once again, this is the basic scythe. How do you get this scythe? You can easily get this scythe by just farming like regular bosses like Rengoku or Kaza, or even something that drops like a chest like a Nosuke, but the higher the tier the better. So yeah, you get this from like any regular chest. But now we move on to the next scythe. Oh, and for the people who is asking, scythe is only for demons. Only for demons. The next scythe I'm going to show you is personally my favorite scythe, which is Metal Scythe. Now if you compare the stats, Metal Scythe has a item health of 2.15 and the regular scythe has an item health of 1.5, but the damage is not the same actually. Metal Scythe has a 5+ damage while the regular scythe has a 3+ damage. Now like I said before, there's only 3 scythes in the game, and that is the regular scythe, the Metal Scythe, and the Skull Scythe. The Skull Scythe is overall the best because it has the most damage, being 6+, and I'm going to explain how you can get the Skull Scythe later, but let's focus on the Metal Scythe for now. Now even though the Metal Scythe isn't the best scythe in the game, I just like the design more than the Skull Scythe, and I think a lot of you agree with me that this scythe is pretty freaking cold. Now again, it has the same moves and my game just crashed. Lovely. The only way to get the Metal Scythe is by doing a dungeon. So quickly go to arena. Once you're in arena, you want to go to Owigahara. Now if you did not know, Owigahara is a new dungeon that they added in this update, and you grind this dungeon for items that is only specific to this dungeon, meaning you can't get the items anywhere else but this dungeon. Now it's up to you. You can either do normal mode or competitive. It really doesn't matter which one. Normal mode you could do with your friends up to 5 people, but competitive mode is only solo. It's not like the difficulty changes or anything. Now I'm not going to go too in depth on how the dungeon works. Just for a quick summary, you'll have your stages, and each stage you have to fight a certain amount of mobs. Every mob you kill, you get a certain amount of points, and you basically just want to try survive the dungeon as long as you can. It's infinite, so don't worry. And yes, orbs like this do drop, which gives you like different types of perks. So this is like the insta kill orb, which will last like, I don't know, a certain time duration. But while I have this orb equipped, anybody that I hit will instantly die. So if you ever played like Call of Duty Black Ops, it's basically like insta killing that. And I'm going to show you what this orb does right now. So like I said before, they just instantly die when I hit it with anything, an M1, a move, it doesn't matter. Boom, insta death. Boom, insta death. That goes for bosses. For every 5 stages you get a boss, and if you have this orb, you'll insta kill the boss. So this orb is pretty broken, and there's different orbs you can pick up, but I'm not going to be explaining all of that. Like I said, I'm not going to go too in depth on the dungeon. See, my orb just disappeared. They don't last forever. Now each stage you have a chance to get like an event. An event could be like time stop. So no event for this stage. It could be like time stop or making your screen blurry or something that handicaps you, maybe like triple health for the NPC or something like that, or like no stamina regen. But basically you just want to keep doing this until you accumulate enough points. Once you die, you automatically teleport into the shop, which is, this is actually where you get the Metal Scythe. So the only way to get the Metal Scythe is by getting 3,250 points and buying it. And my game just crashed again. I swear to you, it's not me. I think it's something wrong with the testing server. The testing server is pretty buggy right now. Do keep in mind though, if you leave leave the game, your points go away. You don't get to keep your points, which means you have to accumulate enough points in one dungeon run to buy whatever weapon you're going for. And honestly, it's easier with friends, so I recommend you doing normal mode with like up to 5 people or like 4 of your friends. But yes, that is basically how you get the metal scythe. By the way, I have to mention one more thing. In order for you to even get the metal scythe, you have to have the regular scythe. That's because anything in the Uigahana shop you have to have first. So basically, if you don't have claws, you cannot buy the bone claws. If you don't have scythe, you cannot buy the metal scythe. If you don't have like I think water katana, you can't buy the waterfall katana. You have to have the previous weapon for it. So basically everything in the Uigahana shop is like an upgraded version of something. So like the metal scythe is an upgraded version of the regular scythe, but you can't just get the metal scythe. You have to have the regular scythe first. That means if I do the dungeon and I accumulate 3,750 points, then I die and I try to buy the metal scythe, but I don't have the regular scythe, I can't get it still, even though I have enough points. I hope that makes sense, but you have to have the scythe in order to get the metal scythe, even if you have enough points. Anyways, for whatever reason, I'm getting kicked in Uahana, so I'm just gonna go to the regular map and I'm gonna show you what the skull scythe looks like. Now, to get the skull scythe, it's actually relatively simple to get, but it's not easy to get. Now, like I said before, it has a 6+ weapon damage and a 1.25 item health, which is better than both of the metal scythe and the scythe. The metal scythe has more item health but less damage, but honestly I think the skull scythe is better because of the damage. So the skull scythe is pretty drippy, but in my opinion I think the metal scythe is better. Okay, the testing server ended up breaking, so I couldn't record in there anymore, but that's fine. We've already discussed the stats of the skull scythe and you already know how it looks like. Now I'm gonna tell you how to get it. Oh my gosh, I think this game is actually broken. Like, I'm in the main game right now. Why is my character like this? Yeah, I think the game's broken. Anyways, you already know how the skull scythe looks like. We already talked about the stats for the skull scythe, and now I'm going to tell you how to get the skull scythe. To get the skull scythe, it is a Mugen raid exclusive item, meaning that you can only get it from doing Mugen raid. Nothing else, no other chests, no dungeons, only Mugen raid. Now I recommend doing Mugen raid at max level with at least 3 people, 5 even better, because the Mugen raid is pretty hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hard, and get a lot of health potions. You're gonna need a lot of health potions. Anyways, yes, good luck on getting the skull scythe, because it is also, I think, a mythical. Yeah, it is a mythical 1% chance to get. So that is basically how you get all the scythes. Hopefully this video helps you out. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Wave 9 or something.
Bro, you in the front.
That's good.
I don't see you, bro. Where you at?
Where do you think you're going?
Yo, what happened?
He look, you got to get his ass ate, bro.
What the hell? Stop!
Oh my god.
Shot like a fucking heat seeker. Off of the molly and the coke, she a keeper. No, I really love her, but no, I don't need her. No, it sounds bad, but I never wanna leave her. Yeah, I've been in my bag for a long, long time. I've been going down the road, it's a long, long ride. And the only one I want is you, my side. We gon' split this shit up like it was apartheid.